So I never studied or planned to be a teacher when I was in high school or college. In fact, I attended the University of Richmond undergrad because they had an undergraduate major in leadership studies, which was something I was interested in. Growing up in my family, I was the youngest of three brothers, and for some reason or another, my parents or my brothers, my family always thought that I was slated to be a politician or some sort of public servant. And so I was involved in student government in high school and very involved in volunteer work and community service. And I went to college, enrolled in this leadership studies major, and part of that was I had to do a summer-long internship, which I did in Washington, and I worked for 2 U.S. congressmen. And I thought it'd be perfect preparation. And what happened was I found out really quick that I didn't like that kind of work. And I was going through papers one day and came across a little index card for get an application to be in the Peace Corps. I said, hey, this looks kind of cool. Like, I can serve my country, and I don't have to join the Army. And I can speak Spanish because I always took Spanish as a hobby, as a fun class. And so I applied and got in about a year later and was sent off to Central America, where I lived and worked for 2.5 years. And so I thought, well, how can I kind of share this experience? How can I replicate this positive aspect of my life? And I thought that teaching would be a vehicle for doing that. And so I came home and got certified to teach in 12 weeks and got my job at Barlow. It's my first and only job. So every year, Barlow, the faculty nominates teachers as candidates for the Barlow Teacher of the Year award. And I think students and parents can also submit nominations, but it's mostly teachers. And back in the mid-2000s, I was nominated. And so it's really kind of a humbling experience, I think, because there's so much talent at Joe Barlow High School, and to think that people think that you represent that is very humbling. And so I went through that. I got the award at the end of the year, and I filled out an application because when you're selected on the district level, you have to apply for the state level award. And I filled out the application, and then I was selected in 2007 as the State Teacher of the Year. I think that's what makes it, for me, makes like my work satisfying, because I've had this interest of being a public servant, and then I got into education, but I'm able to blend the two. And my Peace Corps experience. I'm able to blend all these things into what I do every day. I have a young family, so I'm pretty much homebound. I used to travel a lot, like before we had kids. In fact, my wife was also a Peace Corps volunteer. That's where we met. She's from California, and we met down there. But I guess right now the focus of my life are my kids and my wife and our free time. And so we spend our summers on the Connecticut shore. In terms of like hobbies, people say, "What sports do you play?" I really don't play sports. Most certainly nothing with a ball. I like to ski, and I'm good at that. And so, I bump into people that say, I'm training for a marathon. And I say, well, I walk every day. And they say, that's nice. I said, yeah, my walks usually terminate at Dairy Queen.